welcome back. Today I'm doing a get ready with me and basically a life update. The makeup that I'm doing is an everyday makeup. Just get into it. I'm going to put down all the products I use in the description box below. Alright, to start off, my previous video was the skydiving, and that was, you know, a tribute to my birthday. Basically my birthday week that year, I was just going through a lot. It was just like personal problems with me and my family. I don't like to talk about my family online. There's nothing wrong with them, I just, you know, I feel like that's too personal. Basically there was a huge dispute between my parents and I had to like leave. What I did was I bought a car, my very first car, under my name, insurance, everything under my name. Like, it was the first time. Low-key, kind of impulsively, because I kind of messed up. I didn't know what I was doing when buying a car. My credit was good. I put down a huge down payment. Not gonna lie, living with my parents, I saved a lot of money and my credit was really good. So I highly suggest, lesson to be learned, when people say stay with the parents as long as you can, stay with their parents as long as you can. Trust me on that. Moving on forward, I was struggling. I messaged my roommate. She was my best friend, still my best friend. I messaged her at the time. I'm like, listen, like, this is the situation, this is what's going on. And at that time, she had her own place, right? So I was lucky. We basically compromised it. A lot of people suggest me not doing like living with their best friend because it's hard. It was just only to adjust living with her. We're building our communication, we're talking to each other. Sometimes we like to like leave each other alone, like give us space before talking, and I feel like that's best because I'm the type of person that would say something impulsively and hours later regret everything I just said. So anyways, when I bought that car, I messed up my whole life. Everything went downhill. My credit went down. I was in a huge amount of debt. The car was giving me problems every other month, and it was, I'll show a picture. The car I had was a 2015 Nissan Versa Note. It was nice, whatever. Like, at first it was real nice. Like, I love it. I needed a car ASAP because I got to get. That was like giving me a problem. Me being away from my parents was a big deal for me. Not gonna lie, I've learned so much. I've experienced a lot of things and I got to see a lot of things I've never get to see before. As you can already tell, I'm Asian. So many of you guys understand the culture behind living with Asian parents and how they are very old school. And it was hard for me living with them, so experiencing new things and seeing new things with my own eyes was like a whole life changer. Like, I was going in a roller coaster. Like, things were going good, doing one thing on my own, things went downhill after doing my own thing, right? I wasn't talking to them for like almost a year, but my dad, on the other hand, he was very trying to basically get the family back together, which I appreciate him so much. I was literally done with my parents. I'm thinking like, I'm done with them, I can't, But no, it wasn't like that. Like, what I realized, me and my mom, we just needed space from each other, like, to be honest. And I'm glad we had space because it gave me time to realize who I am, and it gave her space to like not have a head. And we made up, I don't know if you guys remember my previous videos. I was with this guy for 5 years. I kind of ended it with him after I left because I realized towards like the 5th year, I kind of realized I never loved him. The whole relationship was so toxic to me, and I feel like no one should ever experience that. No one should ever go through that. He didn't deserve that. I went on dating life and it was a roller coaster, experiencing with different men. It was interesting. Moving on forward to my job, I've been job hopping around, which is not good at all. The thing was, if I see a opportunity for a higher pay in a different work environment, like a whole different thing, instead of doing the same thing over and over, I'm gonna go get it. I've experienced a lot and I actually am very grateful that I got accepted to so many job opportunities. I'm gonna focus doing my brows real quick. Okay, the eyebrows are done. This one looks darker than this one. It's literally the lighting, I swear, so please don't come for me. Right now, I'm out of the field that I've been working on for like 2 years, 2-3 years. Anyways, let's move on to my friendship. Making friends, I know I'm gonna sound like a weirdo. Making friends was never hard for me. Now I will actually try my best to make the time because of the way my work schedule. I work in like basically a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, and then the weekend is like I'm trying to catch up what I had hold off over the weekday. So this girl, she messaged me wanting to like hang out, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so down. And then it was for like the Vietnamese New Year, and yes, she's Vietnamese. And it's funny because I was talking to this one guy who was also a friend of mine. Well, no, not a friend, acquaintance. And we were talking about like going to the temple to see like the New Year's whatever. I was like, let's just all go. We were down to drive 3 hours, but the thing was we didn't want to do that as our first like link. So we decided to like go out to a club. Just that night we all had fun. Everyone got along, everyone really liked each other. We were all Vietnamese. I never hung out with like a group of Vietnamese people. Don't know why, but it just happened and it was really fun. I enjoyed every single moment with them, and I kind of miss them. We kind of fell off because of personal issues. That situation has been resolved. I moved past that, you know. Hanging out with them, I think we were friends for like, I'll say almost a year. We will go out every single weekend and it was really fun. I experienced a lot of things about the club. I experienced like basically life situation if anything happened. They were, I would say, very adventurous people, and I like that about them. After a while I got exhausted. The only difference is that they live with their parents and most of them work part-time, and you know, they didn't really have to worry too much about bills, but I do. And working every single day was very stressful for me. Yeah, my friendships, it's okay. I'm very more close to my roommate, my best friend. I like to call her my best friend instead of roommate, but it's hard because sometimes I'm talking to someone new, I have to address her as roommate so people could know like, oh yeah, that's her roommate that she's talking about. Let's just talk about my love life. Girl, ever since I broke up with the guy of 5 years, my love life was like, it went down. I decided to actually download like dating apps. I never had dating apps before, and I kind of got addicted to Tinder because like it was the whole swiping, you know. It was just addicting, looking at people's bios, reading about it, laughing about it. I was on Tinder just for the shits and giggles, and free meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was really fun. Not only that, it was just the experience of people in general, getting to like go out and talking to men and getting to know them, and then also for myself, like getting to know my preference, my standards, what I like, what I don't like in a guy, and something, you know, trying out new conversations. Like for example, when I'm in a date, right, get to know a person. And as I'm getting to know the guy, I like to really think like, okay, like what type of guy is he? Like, is this something I like? Is this something where I see myself spending most of my time and effort into one person, you know? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Oh well, you know, what can you do? Not much. One night I decided to go out. Not gonna lie, that day I was really tired. I had that food coma, the food itis. It hit me after the hibachi place. I've never been to a hibachi, so that was really good. I was like, whatever. This guy, he hit me up. He wanted sushi. I love sushi. It's not crazy. I don't mind eating tonight. So went out. Girl, tell me how I fell in love already. Like the moment we started talking, it was like, mind you, this guy, he's my ex now. It was just something I never experienced before, like talking to someone where I could interact and we can relate to, like going back and forth, and all you can see is just like a random couple over there in that corner just giggling, laughing so damn loud. That's us. And 10 months went by and it just didn't work out. Moved on, had fun, whatever. And 2 months went by, and so on. I sound like a whore right now, but you know what? You do you with your body. I respect that. No one's judging. We met on Twitter and we're in group chats, whatever. I was like, yeah, let's just hang out, go to like a museum as friends. Mind you, when I asked him that, I was still dating my ex as friends. And then after that, I'm not gonna lie, I'll admit, I did caught feelings. I had fun. It was literally the best day ever. We went to this museum. It wasn't that great, but it was still fun. Then we went to Korean barbecue. Mind you, that drive was a whole hour drive and it was raining. And he did that. And I'm like, because I wouldn't never done it to a friend. I don't think I'm supposed to put foundation on my nose because of my sunburn. What else has been happening? Oh yeah, I'm in my new place now. This is my second place. The first place I was living with, like I said, my roommate who already had her own place at that time. And we saved up a lot of money and now we have our own place. I have my own room finally. I was literally sleeping next to her for a whole year. She has a cat. Girl, when I first lived with her, I was dying. My throat was itching. I was dying. And then she told me to like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, your immune system will get used to how she is because she's also allergic to her cat. And then I didn't believe her. I'm like, girl, like, there's no way because I feel like if you're allergic to something, you're allergic forever, basically. After like 2 months, exactly 2 months, my body got used to that cat to an extent. Like, if I'm like around the cat, petting him, I'll start basically coughing. I won't be sneezing, I'll just be coughing. My eyes will be itchy only if I start like washing my face. I keep my room closed at all times because I don't want the cat going inside my room. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Ever since I moved out of my parents' house, I've been getting tattoos. I can show you guys real quick because it's not a lot anyways. I'm trying to get some more, but like, girl, I'm broke. My very first one is this. It's upside down. It's a moth with a skull and a heart-shaped barbed wire. My second one is this spider lily. It was inspired by Tokyo Ghoul. I love that show, but I don't like the last season. Anyways, and then my other one is this. It's basically a samurai sword, and then flowers, a swan, some bees around it, and then a sunset, and my ex drew that. My other one, I have this right here. I got it during like the Friday the 13th. That was my first Friday the 13th tat, so. My other one is my face. I got like a matching one with me and my roommate. And then my other one is my neck. And it's basically just 2 dragons mirrored. And yeah. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. A quick get ready with me and a life update as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. I might need therapy, but it's fine. I'm fine, you're fine, we're fine. So that's all good. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and see you guys next time.